Okay, so yes, let me talk about this for a little bit because there's actually um, there's also a thing that people were talking about a while back. It came up, and I didn't remark on it because I don't know. I felt like there were a lot of people who were feeling some kind of way about it, but then I didn't really want to feed into it or do anything. And also, my attitude towards it was a little bit like, who cares? So, a while back, uh, it was reported that Prince's ashes were removed from Paisley Park. And there were a ton of people who started losing their minds. And then there were a whole bunch of other people like me who were like, it doesn't really matter. Uh, his ashes don't need to physically be there. His spirit is there, you know. So for me, it doesn't really matter. He's there, whether his ashes are there or not. The spirit is not connected to the physical, right? So, um, it was then later revealed that it was by the request of the family, which a lot of people were even angry at that. They were like, well, what? Why did the family do that? And I'm like, it doesn't really matter. It's his family, and his family has say over where his ashes are. Then it was then later revealed, like a week or two later, that that they weren't removed from Paisley. They just aren't out in the public for everybody to see anymore. Uh, and you know what? I think honestly, in the end, I think that's probably for the best. The idea of having them out so people could see them, uh, I don't know. For me, it didn't do anything for me. I actually felt way more connected to Prince when I went into the Love Sexy room during the tour than I did um, when we were looking at the model of Paisley Park where his ashes were. Like for me, it didn't have any additional effect on me to be in the presence of his ashes, because again, his spirit is in all of Paisley Park, not in the ashes themselves. So that's my thought on it, and I feel like that is probably a controversial thought because we live in an outraged society where everybody wants to um, rail against the man and be like, "Oh, they moved his ashes. We need to do a letter writing campaign, and like we need to get him back out there because we're not even sure because that's the way it was at the beginning, and we just want it back that way." And it's like, but why? Like, like we can respect Prince every day of our lives by spreading his music and by sharing our love of him and just respecting him. We don't have to go and see his ashes. That's just my thought. Um, I'm sure some of you have different ideas. So,